Hey everybody, this is Mike with On Point Preparedness. Something peculiar has been happening with YouTube regarding drastically reduced views among channels in my genre. That genre consisting of things like alternative news or quote-unquote fake news, characterized by the mainstream media, conspiracy, prophetic, religion-based channels, and this is just one example. The Scariest Movie Ever, who has nearly 300,000 subscribers and whose videos typically trend around 50,000 to 100,000 or more. Over the last couple weeks, all his videos have only been getting about 25,000 views on average, and in fact, he put out this red alert video, "My Channel is Sinking," on November 18, 2016, talking to that effect. You can see it's only at 33,000 views, even with such a catchy and critical headline such as that. And he's not the only one. On my channel, I had two very popular videos. This Empire State Building Occult Election Symbolism video and this one on Pope Francis. Both were shared on very, very large sites like stevequayle.com, beforeitsnews.com. In fact, both of these were in the #1 spot on beforeitsnews.com and only garnished about 30,000 views, which is atypical. So if you're subscribed to a lot of channels like mine in this genre, and you see this message of drastically reduced views proliferating across all these different channels, the natural conclusion that you're going to come up with is that YouTube is censoring us in cadence with this whole fake news agenda. And what I'm here to tell you today is it's actually not just this genre. It's all across YouTube. And so while there definitely is some censoring that's going on with some of the videos that we're putting out, the reduced views is across YouTube as a whole. And so if you go outside of our genre and you look at popular culture, here's this guy named Pootie Pie. He is the #1 subscribed channel on YouTube with nearly 51 million views. And he put out this video, "WTF is going on with YouTube," on December 4th. And you can see here he's tracking and trending all his views here, and all his videos get just millions upon millions of views. But right around November, all his views were cut in half. And in this video, he shares several other sites where their views are getting cut in half. And again, this is popular culture. This is not anything conspiratorial. And when he does some deeper digging into this, he found out that suggested videos, when you parse out where all your YouTube views are coming from, suggested videos, which is all these things on the right-hand side here, usually make up between 30, 40, and 50% of all his views. But if you look lately, over the last couple weeks and months, he shows that now it's going down to 0.2% suggested videos. So how the heck do you get from 30 to 50% down to 0.2, cutting his views in half and cutting other popular culture views in half? So again, you can see this all across a lot of popular culture channels here, not just the quote-unquote fake news that the mainstream media is peddling. So while I definitely believe that there is censoring going on against our community, I think this reduced views thing is more proliferative than just that. My hypothesis of why they're doing this is to save money. So, right, channels that monetize their videos get money from YouTube based on the number of views they get. And isn't that convenient for YouTube to be corporate, greedy, crony capitalism America and put in a new algorithm to reduce views and not have to pay everyone as much money as they were paying? So you may not like that answer. I know I'm more of a pessimistic person who would love to, acknowledge or prove that this was specifically against the truther community, but it's not. It's across YouTube as a whole. But it's not to water down the fact that the mainstream media and YouTube and other social media platforms are censoring us in different ways, shapes, and forms. So again, PolitiFact says, let's fight back against fake news. There's other articles that show how Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, other social media platforms have secret algorithms on how they can tag or mark fake news so that it's not shared between their platforms. Even Pope Francis, and this was a big news story even on Drudge, saying fake news is like taking pleasure in fecal matter. Mark Dice, whether you like him or not, there was a New York Times article on him saying that he was fake news. So don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that YouTube and other channels and mainstream media isn't trying to reduce our exposure. They definitely are. But this specific problem of YouTube reduced views is not just with us. It is, again, crony capitalism, YouTube, more than likely trying to save money and be greedy and all that. So, for all the other channels like mine wondering if you're being specifically targeted in views, maybe not. Maybe not. But we'll have to see how this all plays out in the future. This is Mike with On Point Preparedness. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good weekend.